Hola, bienvenidos. It is time for another mastermind. I have a window right behind me, so there's funny light on my hair, but it's okay. What, honey?
I'm trying to get my painting.
This is a place for us to go over what has been happening in the past week, whether we've hit our goals, specifically me, I guess, but you all, if you want to join in the comments, you as well. So I say we keep my notes on my phone to make sure I check these things off, and let's get into it. Number one from last week, plan for our 4th of July weekend trip. Yes, I did that. Apparently not very well though, because as you'll see in the video when it goes live, we didn't end up doing anything that I had originally thought we were gonna do. So I did plan for the trip, I made the reservations and did the research, except forgot to look into whether things would be closed by the time we got there or any of that. So number two was to meal plan and grocery shop. Yes, we went grocery shopping. Yes, I made kind of a meal plan, and I think I got too much fresh groceries because like half of our quart of strawberries went bad before we ate them all, and I ended up forgetting to take meat out of the freezer again one night, and then the next night we went out to eat when I did have meat out of the freezer. So I mean, I did the more or less of a plan. I can say I check it off, but just things didn't go as I thought they might have. And number three, get out of the house during the week, something fun. I like to keep things fun and light and get in some fun, to repeat that word again. Try to be intentional. Try to be intentional about having fun, because what is life if we never get to have fun, right? We need to enjoy ourselves sometimes. I kind of cheating on that one because tomorrow we're going to 2 birthday parties, and so
I'm going to 2 birthday parties too.
it wasn't like my own planned fun, but like last weekend we went out of town, and then all week we've kind of, I'm making excuses, right? There's always excuses. But I'm just explaining the situation. We ended up, me and the kids all don't really feel that great, so things have been like, obviously we don't really want to go out when we don't feel that good either, so, but we're all getting healthier. We're doing great. So it's just kids are a little more clingy when they don't feel good, and then I have less energy and want to sleep more when I don't feel good. So además de eso, we really enjoyed our weekend trip.
Mom.
I just started researching and learning about like how to tell a story throughout a video.
Mom, I'm trying to see this.
So this coming week, I want to focus a little more on that. I want to do a couple of practice exercises that will help me work on that storytelling element of video.
And that brings me to today's sponsor, which is Skillshare.
No, I'm kidding. Anyway, I should really go on Skillshare and like actually take a little mini course on that, right? Maybe I will, but maybe I won't.
Mom, do you know put
I'll
your
look into it.
swimsuit and heels?
There's so much free good content online, and I've looked at a few videos, but yeah, I want to for sure get into some of these storytelling exercises, which basically I'll just kind of write out a storyline of a couple different circumstances or things that I've gone through, or just whatever I come up with. I don't know. What else this coming week? Looking at my calendar, since I never put anything in my calendar, there's not going to be anything there, but I really want to read my book. I need to read some of my books, sit down and read, and it'll probably happen on the weekend, because during the week I'm pretty focused on video editing, and then once my video goes live on Saturdays, I'm just like, okay, now I have the weekend to just do whatever. And so I usually do fun things for myself on the weekends. Also, it's a little hard to focus when you have a almost 3-year-old, because she is interrupting every 2 seconds unless she is occupied with her own stuff, like she is right now. Right, honey?
What?
She does get into moments or small stretches of time where she just se sienta a leer or something like that. But that book, Deep Work, that I'm reading, well, I was reading, and then now I've taken quite a break from reading it because I haven't read in such a long time. But I really want to finish that book, and it's just so good talking about, well, I talked about it recently, but talking about how we are so fragmented. See, I just did that. Like I couldn't finish my train of thought there for a minute. And I have been conscious in some ways about kind of letting myself get bored or just keeping myself from picking up the phone every time, picking up the smartphone every time I just don't know what to do, or when I need a distraction, or if I'm waiting for something. So I'm getting better at that intentionality. Is that a word? Pero puedo mejorar with that. And I still feel like my brain is pretty clogged in short-term attention span type of thing. So definitely needs work. And I think if I was going to read a little bit more out of that book, it will help me work on it even further. And since these two are kind of more fun-ish things, learning type of things, I love doing that kind of learning, self-improvement stuff. My third one is going to be something that I've been avoiding. I know I'm gonna feel good after I do it though. So you might know that me and my students just finished the Spanish confidence course that I was teaching, and I feel like it went well. I do feel like there's some improvements I need to make, and my students fill out feedback forms at the end, and I have been putting off going to look at them because I'm like a little bit nervous to hear what they have to say. So I need to look at those feedback forms and actually sit down and think about what kind of changes I need to make, write down some stuff, y alistar para la próxima clase. I like to keep these mostly at just like 3 things because my weeks are pretty busy, and I don't want to add in just the day-to-day stuff like, oh, laundry, or oh, cleaning, or dishes, or food, because these are things I always need to do anyway, and my list would be endlessly long if I just put all my to-dos on it, you know? But as I said, I want to do this to be more intentional, maybe work on things that have been lagging, look for ways to better my life, whatever. That's my 3 things. Participate in the mastermind by sharing your old stuff down below, y'all. I was laughing at my last video when I was saying y'all because I'm from the north. In the north, we do not say y'all.
Yeah.
And now I live in Texas and you hear me saying y'all. Learning a little bit more about storytelling is like, I'm excited to make my next video, you know? Excited to add some storytelling elements into there and see how it does. One thing I learned from those storytelling videos that I've watched so far is to treat your viewers like new friends, basically, or treat it as if you're talking to a group of friends in which some of them are new friends, like people you never really talked to before, and some are people who've been around a while. So, you know, you're super comfortable with them, right? You try to act comfortable, you try to be nice, friendly, talk about things with your old friends that they would already know about, but also say things to the new friends that they might not know in order for them to be part of the conversation and not feel like left out. Like me, if I've been in a room of people where I know some people and don't know others before, and like the people I don't know, they're talking about like, oh, Mr. Wallaby at school, he was like this, or did you do that one homework, or like talking about things that is within their, I don't know how this ended up in my hand, within their community and like what they've been going through. But if they don't turn to me and say like, yeah, Mr. Wallaby, he's like this funny teacher that gives hard homework or whatever, like if you don't turn to the new person and tell them so that they know what's going on, or like what's so like the inside joke, you know, it doesn't, you know, you feel left out. So trying to, as I say in my intro, confidence, positivity, connection. So I want to create connections. All that to say, comment down below, join in, and catch y'all on Saturday and next Tuesday. Bye.
I have to say bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Painted her nails with permanent marker and I need to get it off.